Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be part of a shipwreck? What a frightful experience to be stranded in the middle of the ocean. But thank goodness for modern technology that keeps us safe and allows us to communicate with people far away so that we can get help. Well, for Margaret Ann Brady, she had a different kind of story to tell when she was shipwrecked on the Great Titanic. Margaret Ann Brady was a 13-year-old girl in 1912. She lived in London, England, in the boom of the Progressive era. Factories were opening on every corner. Small businesses were making headlines about their speedy success, and people were discovering the new age technologies of the 20th century, such as motor vehicles, speed graph cameras, and radios. There were more pleasures in life and new things to enjoy now more than ever before. For Margaret, however, her life was not so full of joy. After their father died from an accident at work, Margaret's older brother, William, only a few years older than she, did all he could to help their mother keep food on the table. But when their mother died of illness, William was the only one left. So he did what he thought best for Margaret and took her to St. Abernathy's Home for Girls, where she stayed for 5 years. But her story does not stop there. We are able to read about all the adventures she had because, much like people from that time, she kept a diary of her day-to-day life. Margaret was given the wonderful gift to travel on the RMS Titanic for her maiden or first voyage. Not only that, but she had the privilege to travel in first class, something she had never dreamed of being able to do. Margaret started her voyage in Liverpool, England, where the great ship herself was docked. There, the Titanic was set to sail to Scotland, Ireland, and then to dock at the port in New York City in North America. Margaret's stay on the Titanic was not like any other experience the girls coming from St. Abernathy's Home for Girls had ever experienced. She stayed in a first-class bedroom, had access to all of the first-class levels, and had a serviceman that would bring her whatever she liked. She could explore the reading and writing room where she would write letters to her brother, the extravagant a la carte restaurant where she spent most of her meals, a Turkish bathroom where she could get a massage or soak in a hot bath. There was even a great, beautiful ballroom where many parties and special events were hosted for all the first-class people. This voyage was going to be the best journey she was ever going on. Even though this voyage was more exciting than she could have ever dreamed, Margaret had an even bigger reason to be excited. She was finally going to be reunited with her big brother William in North America. He had sailed to North America in the hopes of rebuilding their lives on new soil. He had dreams of getting a good job, reuniting with his sister, putting her through school, and living a carefree life together in the land of endless opportunities. For years, they had written letters back and forth to each other, dreaming of the day that they would finally be together again. And now, Margaret had this opportunity to sail to North America herself and start this new journey. She would no longer be an orphan with no place to go, but she would have a home, be educated, and most importantly, be reunited with William once again. But would Margaret ever make it to New York City? What happened next, she was not prepared for. News struck land that there were problems on the seafront for the beloved Titanic. Rumors started to spread of a shipwreck or collision, but no one knew exactly what had happened. If the Titanic did hit something, how could anyone survive to tell the tale? And could the great vessel be saved? Several days would go by before anyone would know exactly what happened to the once invincible Great Titanic. People were in utter shock that a ship, what was named the safest vessel ever made, and thought to be unsinkable, could actually be gone on her first voyage out to sea. What happened to Margaret? Did she ever reunite with her brother William? Better yet, did she make it to the shores of North America? You will find out when we read Voyage on the Great Titanic, the Diary of Margaret Ann Brady.